Flipping indie videos, it's your boy Lion Salt. We're back at it with our NWA TNA 2003 with episode, I believe, 3. It's our third show, so it might be episode 4. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But anyways, we're here with weekly pay-per-view number 29. And just jump right into the show. And we start off the 63C, where AJ Styles starts the show in the ring with the mic in hand and calls out Abyss. But instead of Abyss, he gets Vince Russo and BG James. AJ, bro, don't worry about him tonight, says Russo. He ain't your opponent. Tonight, bro, I have a special surprise for you. You see, AJ, bro, I know you're not 100%. And instead of doing this thing for months where we go back and forth, I've decided that I can't just fire you. So tonight you'll go one-on-one with my man BG James in a loser leaves NWA TNA match. And both AJ and BG James look surprised at this. AJ's getting better in performance. Then in a 44D, we got a decent match. Brian Lawler defeating Kurt Hennig in 11:46 by pinfall with the fast roll-up after David Flair attacks Hennig. So, Kurt Hennig's hurt right now, so that hurts him, but he's getting better. Hennig had a 50, but Lawler had a 45. Or 40, excuse me. Kurt Hennig was fucked up. And then in a 42D, and about that subpar wrestling little heat, Christopher Daniels defeats Air Paris in 12:30 by pinfall at the BME. Air Paris was tired after 12 and a half minutes. Alright. So Daniels had a 44 and Air Paris had a 29. No worker improvements. Then in the 63C we have Lollipop showing outside Jeff Jarrett's locker room trying to get a word with him. Then in a 36D minus and it's about that subpar wrestler and Lil Hit Low Key defeats Easy Money in 6:05 by pinfall with the Key Crusher. Low Key had a 39. Easy Money had a 29. Low Key was off his game though. Because then, shit. In a 39D minus, and about that decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Steve Corino and Jerry Lynn defeated Jerry Lynn in 17:42 by pinfall with an old school expulsion. They don't click, so it was shitty. And it was, Jerry Lynn's getting better. It was supposed to be a technical masterclass because these are two great in-ring workers. But, fuck. So then after the match, Sonny Sakai flattens Jerry Lynn with the X Division Championship and says, I'll see you next week. Then in a 36D minus, about that subpar wrestling little heat, AMW defeats Kid Cash and Lance Hoyt in 11:41 when Chris Harris defeats Lance Hoyt by pinfall with the death sentence. Lance Hoyt was the worst with the 17. They don't have chemistry as partners. Shit. There goes that too. Cash had a 38. Harris had a 34. James Storm had a 40. Anyone get better? Cash, Harris, and Hoyt are all getting better in performance. And after this, and 23E minus, Ryan Lee and Slash attack James Storm and Chris Harris, put them through tables. And next week, we get our tag team title match. NWA third, weekly pay-per-view 30 is going to be big. And then in the 65C, hopefully this saves our show a little bit. Jeff Jarrett's locker room door opens and Lollipop goes up to say words like Mr. Jarrett, and he just walks straight through her. Doesn't even say a word to her. And he has a mic in hand, and he gets to the ring, and he can speak. Raven! Hey, Raven. Raven, where are you? See, Raven, your scare tactics last week, they didn't work. Everyone's seen the news online. We all know it's you. You want me? You want a shot at this title? You want to be here in NWA TNA? Then next week, be here. And Jarrett drops the mic and walks out. And then in a 62C, and about that good heat and decent wrestling, AJ Styles defeats BG James at 25-13 with the Styles Clash. BG had a 41. AJ Styles had a 71. No improvements. And then in a 51 D plus, AJ Styles is celebrating when Abyss blindsides him and beats him down in the ring. just laying hands on him, just beating him. And James Mitchell and Vince Russo come out, and they're all cocky and shit. You know how they are. And they're directing Abyss what to do, like do that, beat him, hit him there, blah blah blah. Russo slides a table in the ring, and Abyss sets it up, and he lifts AJ up to choke slam him through it, and he is low blow by BG James. And AJ skips out of the ring, and Abyss grabs BG James, and he tries to get away, and he throws him against the rope, comes back and hits him with the black hole slam, which is like the boss man slam, the deep sixes. Baron Corbin does it. And he puts him through the table, and AJ escapes up the ramp unhurt. And Abyss is learning to show more charisma. It's good. Alright. Hopefully this isn't terrible. Lance Hoyt was used too much, but it increased our popularity in 13 regions, which isn't bad. See, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. But, alright. Let's see. Let's show some stuff. Yep, this is why BG James was leaving. He wouldn't resign. So, and I had no idea, because he was in the final month of his contract, just hated it or something. Brian Lawler's annoyed Kurt Hennig. Not bad. Drug test explosion. Alright. So, hopefully my recording doesn't crash there. All deleted. Oh, do I have any? Cody Hawk.